Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Corn Exchange King's Lynn. The Lavender Hill Mob Theatre Company's presentation of Onwards and Upwards will commence shortly. To ensure your enjoyment of the show, please make sure the following equipment is turned off. Mobile phones, pagers, iPods, iPads, iMacs, eMacs, PS2s, PS3s, PSPs, NCOs, OBEs, HRTs, and the bladder controls of your under-3s. Please also be advised that the following show contains special effects, including singing, acting, dancing, and pyrotechnics. Now, there may be those of you in the audience who have heard something similar to this announcement before, but let me assure you that the Lavender Hill Mob Theatre Company remain committed to recycling. We hope you will enjoy the show.
You're not supposed to be here. Mike! Mike! Mike!
What?
What time is it?
Oh, well, by my new Rolex, it's 7 o'clock.
Mike, you can't get a Rolex for 30 quid.
You can in Wisbech.
Come here, there are people in the audience.
Oh, come off it. People have tried this one before with me to catch me out, that there'll be people sitting outside in the bar. Oh, my.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're the Lavender Hill Mob Theatre Company, and to begin with, we have our Littlies doing Digging a Hole by Bernard Cribbins.
Digging his hole in the ground, so big and so around it was, and there was I, digging it deep. It was flat at the bottom and the sides were steep. When along comes this bloke in a bowler, which he lifted and scratched his head. Whoa, he looked down the hole, poor demented soul, and he said, do you mind if I make a suggestion? Don't dig it there, dig it elsewhere. You're digging it round and it ought to be square. The shape of it's wrong, it's much too long, and you can't put a hole where a hole don't belong. I asked, what a little yeah? Dirty bastard right in the bowler. Well, there was I, a sturdy me-o, shoveling earth. For all that I was worth, I was, and there was him, standing up there so grand and official with his nose in the air. So I gave him a look sort of sideways, and I leaned on me shovel and sighed. Whoa, I lit me a fag, and having took a drag, I replied, I just couldn't bear to dig it elsewhere. I'm digging it round cause I don't want it square. And if you disagree, it doesn't bother me. That's the place where the hole's gonna be. Well, there we were discussing this hole in the ground. ground, so big and sort of round it was. It's not there now. The ground's all flat, and beneath it is the bloke in the bowler hat. And that's that.
Mia, these kids won't leave the stage until this curtain's been pulled. Just
Mike, let me do it, No, it's broken.
go on. Did he just...
Yeah. Next, we have 3 of our most talented female signers.
Oh, well, that we do. They're going to be singing and signing to one of our most original pieces of music.
Love will conquer all.
Love will
Here, what are you doing on the stage? I don't think so. He thinks it's his show.
It's not his show.
It's so not your show, Teddy. Oh, really? I don't know. Well, that BSL, it was just amazing.
Yeah, BSL. What's BSL?
Oh, come on, James. You should know by now what BSL is.
Big sweaty leotards.
No.
Badgers spitting unicorns.
No. Try again.
That one wasn't even an L. Balding sweaty lepers.
No. British Sign Language. Okay, we need to get you some help for that warped mind of yours.
Oh, I know what it means, Mikey. I was just messing about.
Right. Here, James, what's the next one?
You're supposed to be introducing it.
Now we have two of our dancers performing to My Immortal.
I'm so tired of being here, suppressed by all my childish fears.
guys seen James? What are you
Let
doing?
me out. It wasn't nice to lock me in the toilet, Mike.
Lock you in the toilet? I didn't lock you in the toilet. Was that you that locked him in the toilet? Are you sure about that? Because when he gets out of there, you know you're in trouble.
Mike, it's not nice to lock me up. I'm claustrophobic.
I didn't lock you in the toilet. Why am I arguing with you? You're in the toilet. I want the keys. Give me the keys. Give me the key. While I get the keys from him to let him out. To let him out of the toilet, but I think we might leave him in there a little bit longer. Here's Touche Tasha.
Hey, be careful with that case. Why? What's in it? Eggs? I hope not. If you must know, it's a clock for my mum. An alarm clock. The old done past mending. You know, they're not cheap these days.
You're telling me? I see you bought a new Tesla case as well. At last. Where did you get it? Or would that be telling?
Dental stores. It's a cheap line. Everybody's rushing for them.
It's a nice handy size, nothing else. I reckon I might just get one myself. It'll hold my thermos and my sandwiches. Well, it's been a long day. I shan't be sorry to get home. I say, have you noticed anything strange in the last day or two?
Night or two, you mean? What sort of thing are you thinking of?
Something's hotting up. Extra hush-hush. Can always tell. Because the backroom boys get excited and try not to show it. The big white chief's looking a bit cheeky too. Showing the strain.
Well, as I'm on duty, you can't expect me to know much about that. Though, as a matter of fact, some of the whitecoats have been doing a lot of overtime, been here till the early hours of the morning. What's up, do you think?
Well, your guess as good as mine. Whatever it is, they'll call it research. And hope nobody will find out. No, foreigner that is. Anyway, it ain't Islamic stuff. They've got a special place for that.
If you ask me, there's only two things we know about the work done here.
I'll buy 'em.
It's scientific
Go on.
and it's national importance.
Really? I thought you were going to tell me something.
Well, why don't you tell me something?
All right, I will. I nearly forgot. You can expect reinforcements tonight, if rumour has it.
I'd rather have a gun. Still, if they give me another chap to share the job with, I shan't go and strike over it. This is a right rabbit one for one man to look after. Why they don't put police or soldiers outside beats me.
Very likely they will. Plain clothes.
Could be. It has been known. They'd still feel a lot safer if I had a gun.
Oh, you'll be all right. A tough guy like you. I might be wrong about the whole thing.
Trying to cheer me up, eh? You push off home and leave me to save the nation single-handed.
Haven't I just told you the guard's doubled?
Oh yeah. We'll save the nation between us. That's more like it. Got a loud tick though. It's It's enough to keep my mum awake without any alarm.
Here you are. What did I tell you?
Haven't you gone yet?
There's gratitude for you. I brought on Detective Bennett. He says he's your ex tonight. Come to see you don't fall asleep on duty. It's all right. I was only joking. Meet Mr. Potter. He's quite a nice person when you get to know him. Bye.
Been over the place yet?
Yes, I know my way around. I've worked this stunt before. Long before your time, though.
Good. That saves a lot of explaining. Had no trouble getting in, I suppose.
No, of course not. I've got my credentials. Why do you ask?
Thought it might be stickier than usual. Hugh says that security's getting busier.
Well, considering I'm one of them.
Oh, yeah. I see you're in the fashion.
How do you mean?
You've got one of those new attaché cases from Bentl's.
Oh, this. They are in fashion. I suppose it's because they're a nice handy size and cheap.
That's what Hugh says, just right for Cernos.
Is that your thermos over there?
Yes, I normally have a cuppa and a squint at the paper before I go on duty. Must have left it outside in my raincoat. Won't be a tick. I might have a wash while I'm at it. Why not sit down? There's no charge for seats.
No, if you don't mind, while you have your tea, or coffee, or whatever it is, I'll go and renew some old acquaintances. Shan't be long.
Seems a bit restless. Dope day. Is he out?
Cold.
Good, take his keys and look. You know what to look for.
And where to look for it. Trust me.
5 minutes, no more. I suspect we were followed. Silmar and I will set the time bomb.
But
Hurry, man, unless you want to be blown sky high.
Go now. Explanations can wait. There, that'll do nicely, I guess. All set and everything under control, as the saying goes.
Time is running short.
Bennett should be here by now. Perhaps he has run into trouble, Chief.
I must stay here. I must see for myself. You stay here and keep guard.
Take it easy. You've been having trouble.
plenty. Bloke upstairs nearly got me before he got this.
Did you find the stuff?
All in the case. Where's Dimitri?
Gone looking for you.
Find him quick or we shall never get away.
What do we have here?
He's out, Chief.
Then we must leave him here.
What? To be blown up? How can we take him with us? Time is everything.
But enough. The cause comes first.
Is that his case?
Yes, he left it there himself.
Well, still ticking.
Then come quickly. We have only... Well, any time now, I suppose.
you okay, old chap? Good, I see you are. Thought you might have caught the blast or something. Hello. What's this? Don't tell me he's got his.
Not quite. Come to tell me what's happened.
Come to ask you more like.
Well, your guess is as good as mine. Or is it?
More sabotage, I bet. Funny though. It came from outside. Ah, here comes Miss Smythe. Perhaps you can put us wise.
Good gracious me, another casualty?
Nothing serious, sir.
Can you tell us what's happened, sir?
Most extraordinary thing. Two fellows were making their escape in a car when it blew up. Blew up, I say. Everyone and everything in it blown sky high.
Well, what would you know about that?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Like I told you, I didn't lock you in the bathroom.
Well, who did then? You locked me in the toilet, Mike.
It wasn't me, it was that little... Oh, that little cherub.
That's it, blame the little person.
Well, see, I would do a thing like that, now would I, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, that's nice.
Thank you. I missed my last front of curtain and I'm having to wear my work gear.
Oh. Well, it wasn't me, that's all I can say. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a huge treat. Back in July, we took part in an award, an adjudicated award, and we won the Shakespeare Cup. So here, for you today, is Wish Me Luck.
This is the BBC Home Service. In half an hour, we have the shipping forecast, followed by the news read by Alvar Liddell. Now, our afternoon play, entitled Wish Me Luck. The year is 1942, and for the locals of a sleepy West Norfolk village, the station platform is about to become much more crowded.
to be able to sit down and to talk. I mean, it's 1942, for heaven's sake.
As one door closes, another one opens. You know, this be our Tom's third tour. He better keep his head down with our Janice being pregnant.
Again? How many is it now? Starting around to 2. Did you know, in the last, say, 3 years, we've had Lord knows how many children evacuated to this little corner of England. And some of those poor devils nothing but the clothes on their backs.
The bombing seems to have got less these days. Perhaps Hitler's running out of bombs.
I remember, what was it, between September and November? London had bombing every night. My cousins bombed our 2 houses.
Is that why you don't want to hear?
No, my brother Paul has a lot more of a swatham. Did you hear about old Mr. Potts?
No.
House bomb while sitting on the privy. It was the only thing left standing, bless him. I didn't know what all the fuss was about. You know what I think he's more worried about? The fact that he was reading the Gazette and not the Chronicle, and what Mrs. Potts would say.
But where was the old girl?
At the Red Cross delivering her consignment of socks.
Her and her socks. Do you know, she's never been the same since their Larry got shot down over Belgium.
I suppose she likes to feel she's doing her bit. To her, missing in action means just that she never gives up hoping.
No.
Have you seen Reverend Thomas's successor? I was introduced to him yesterday. He's a lovely young man. A lot younger than I thought. Well, with all the older men being off at war, we should be grateful for having a vicar at home.
I was told he came from the inner city, so an altercation with Yank.
Oh, he should be so lucky. I'd give me eye teeth to have an altercation with a Yank.
Mrs. Larkin, you're a married woman and all. Those damn Yanks are everywhere. In my opinion, there are too many over here. Overpaid and overserved.
Mrs. Larkin, just the woman. Eggs. Is there a possibility we can come to some arrangement? As you know, it's Mabel and Cyril's 50th wedding anniversary, and I...
No problem. I'll send some round with our Susan. Tom! Percy! Get away from that track, or so help me it won't be the train that gets you.
Lovely. Talking of Susan, I have a super dress I don't wear anymore. And knowing how clever you are, I thought perhaps you might like it.
Oh, that would be wonderful. That means I can get a pair of shoes. I've only got these. I've seen a lovely pair, and they're only 5 coupons. And then there's my Willie. Well, he needs a new coat, and that's going to cost 16 coupons. I'm running out of coupons fast.
Tell you what, Mrs. Larkin, I see her on by my Peter Street. He's not going to need him out here. I doubt anything official in this war's over.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll see you right at the end of the month.
I thought I might gather my extra clothing for the next consignment of children. When are we expecting the new evacuees?
Consignment? They are children, Miss Peters, not objects. Remember, some of them poor little bugger beggars have lost everything.
I am well aware of that, Miss Stark. I did not wish to cause offence.
No.
There are just so many things I have to learn about looking after children. I've never done anything like this before.
None of us have to. It's a case of all hands on deck. Men to make do.
Just think back to when you was a little one. Perhaps not. Listen, you come round ours for your dinner on Sunday. We'll teach you a thing or two.
Father always said, the Lord will provide.
Yes, well, there's providing and providing.
Father endeavoured to bring us up on the straight and narrow. He was never one for frills nor fancies, but we never went without.
Yes, well, there's endeavouring and endeavouring.
Mrs. Larkin,
Yes, Albert?
I caught your head piddling on my hydrangeas again. Can you tell him for me, next time he wants to relieve himself, to do it in the pot next to the carrots?
Oh, Albert!
Do you know, piddle's the only thing that keeps the whitefly off my cabbages. Oh, talking of veg, Can you tell your Sid the cauliflowers will be ready by Friday?
Will do. Here, Albert. Has there been a parcel for me from London? Only I don't want Sid to know just yet. He's not the only one with a little deal going on.
No, not as yet. It's been a bit quiet of late. Had a huge delivery from the Ministry of Agriculture on Friday. Damn fools got their truck stuck on the crossing. Made a hell of a mess of my tracks. I said to Vic, you need glasses, mate. Do you know what he said to me? Schedules is schedules. Do they not know there's a war on? Drove the train straight through the damn truck. Never seen those ministry men move so fast. All that was left was the front wheels, the axle, and a nasty smell.
I'm not surprised.
So that's what it was. Pop and me thought it was one of them stray doodle bugs. Do you know, last time we had a raid, I got a lovely leather parachute. Beautiful bit of silk it was. Here. What about Mrs. Pinter standing on that haystack waving her pitchfork at Jerry? Bullets flying past her head. All the military dived for cover, not her. When the plane crash landed in the trees, there she was, pitchfork in hand, ready to give him a right seeing to. Only to find it was only a kid, petrified he was.
So would I be confronted by a woman possessed with a pitchfork that only means to phrase coming a cropper?
Ah, this way, Reverend. We are expecting a group of children from London today. Those poor little things have been bombed out of their homes. Lost everything.
Thank you,
Mrs. Jones. I was forgetting you come from London, don't you? You must have seen some awful sights there.
Yes.
Reverend! Cooling! Reverend! I'm so glad you were able to come. I'm sure the little wife would love some spiritual guidance. See, Mrs. Arkin, a lovely young man.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just turn her to this. I don't suppose you see Mrs. Brown?
Did I hear my name mentioned? Oh, Vicar. I'm sorry I wasn't available to greet you yesterday. I do hope the vicarage was to your satisfaction when you arrived. I understand Mrs. Turner was on hand to welcome you.
Alfred was absolutely perfect. I must say, the last vicar cut the very fine ladder. Had a wonderful supper waiting for me. I'm surprised you would want to leave such a warm and friendly village.
Ah, Vicar. I see you found the ham and egg pie then. Pop and me thought you might like a little something after your long journey. Plenty more where that come from.
Thank you very much, Mrs.
Thank you, Mrs. Larkin. I'm afraid you have caught us unawares today, Vicar. We aren't to receive the next consignment of evacuees today, and I'm afraid things are all topsy-turvy.
Are you going to the dance tomorrow?
No, I ain't. I haven't asked Ma yet.
Now you know what Miss Brown told us. It's not I'm going, it's I'm not going. She's not going, he is not going, they're not going.
Blimey, isn't anyone going?
I don't know what it is that makes you so stupid, but whatever it is, it works.
I'm not a perfect idiot.
You're right, you're not perfect. Now let's go and ask your ma.
Ma, can I get that tomorrow, please? Mom's going, someone's going, Mom's going, 2 other points behind the 10.
Whoa, slow down.
Please say yes, Mrs. Larkin. Everyone's going to be there.
Really?
Even the new vicar. By all accounts, he's a right Charlie. Got chased out of London by a bunch of Yanks.
I shouldn't believe everything you hear, Brenda.
It's true. Mrs. Turner told me, and she heard it from Mrs. Smith at the post office.
Yes. Well, she's such a gossip, she tells you what you were going to tell her half hour before you've had a chance to think about it. Now listen, Susan, Mrs. Brown's got a lovely dress she thinks you might like. She needs some eggs. So when you take them to her, you can pick it up. Oh, don't worry, I'm sure we can do something with the material. Now go and say thank you, there's a good girl.
Susan, may I introduce you to Reverend Harris? He has come all the way from London. He will be taking over from Reverend Thomas.
Pleased to meet you, Reverend. Harris. Vicar.
Hello, Vicar. My name's Brenda Potter. I work in the corner shop. If you need anything, just pop by. Anytime.
Nice to meet you both. Do I take it you'll both be attending church on Sunday? It would be nice to see some friendly faces in the congregation.
Oh, yes, Vicar. We go every Sunday.
Yes, well, Sundays will never be the same again.
No, not the same. I understand you're from London. Or likes, excitement, theatre, the glamour.
The Yang.
Susan, you must find life here utterly dull.
Actually, I find it quite refreshing. There's only so much excitement one can tolerate. Everyone's been so accommodating since we're open. Mrs. Turner's made the figures look like Bishop's Palace.
Can you excuse a moment, Reverend?
Of course.
Oh, Brenda, I think I'm in love. Love?
Didn't you say the same thing about Mr. Green, the butcher?
Yes, well, that was just a phrase. And at least the vicar doesn't smell of awful.
He is rather dishy, isn't he? Maybe I'll go and ask him about Sunday school. I think I need some extra tutoring.
Oi, where? At Natural. Oh, Miss Hannah, did you like that cake I made you? Got the recipes from every magazine.
Yes, thank you. It was lovely.
That's funny. Mum said she didn't have any taste.
Hello, Mr. Bunting. I was ever so sorry to hear about your Rachel. If there's ever anything you need, you let me know. There's always enough to go round.
We're managing, Mr. Langford, but thank you. I thought I might take another go. You know, just to help our Connie. Just to keep her company.
Well, can't be easy, the only girl among 9 males.
Well, it's all right when 4 little boys are away. Besides, I've got Mrs. Turner. She's only 2 doors down.
Ah, Mr. Bunting. May I introduce you to our new vicar, Reverend Harris? Mr. Bunting is our schoolmaster. He has just recently lost his wife. Nasty business. She went to visit her sister and got caught in an air raid.
Will you be wanting to take the early morning assembly as Brendan Thomas is away?
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Bunting. In fact, I don't want to change a thing. I know how precious traditions are these parts. What's left of them anyway?
Tom, Percy, get over here.
What have you two been up to now? I've never known 2 children to get up to so much mischief.
Have either of you two seen Ed?
Not since breakfast. Sit here and unfinished business, Tenty. Like father, like son.
Ah! Just the pair!
Now what have you done?
Right, you two. I need to know something. And you've got to tell me the truth, do you hear? Which one of you that scored "Teacher is a bore" on my blackboard? Oh, like that, is it? I don't want to see it again. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Didn't realise you wanted to keep it a secret. Ow! Ow!
I'm sorry to hear Mr. Larkin's not very well.
Not well?
Yes. Received a letter from you excusing these boys from school last week. Dear, and it says, "Dear teacher, please excuse Tom and Percy from school last week. Only the father was ill and a pig had to be fed. Yours sincerely."
Don't even think about it. Well?
We've got to go, Mum. We've got to cut the lawn.
That's your dad's job. Did he promise you something if you did it?
No, he promised us something if we didn't do it.
I get the feeling you two are going to lose out. Whichever way you turn. Remember, it doesn't matter what you do. God is always watching you.
Vicar, he's got a doctor.
God has many things with her. In some cases, I suppose he is. Why do you ask?
Because my dad says that in the Bible it says that the Lord gave Moses the tablets.
Get home! I'm so sorry, Vicar. They're not normally so disrespectful. Must be the hot weather.
Boys will be boys, Mrs. Larkin. I told myself once.
And a rather nice one too, I might add. Vicar, do you like Shelley or Keats or Byron?
Well, I've always been partial to the classical world, personally.
I'm not late, am I? I delivered with pork and I didn't want to leave it on the street. You never know, they might live. Doesn't even come to breathe, let alone account for stuff being clean.
The train is due at 1400 hours, all being well. Is that not correct, Albert?
All trains are running on time, Mrs. Brown.
All right, everyone. We need to make provisions for the new arrivals. As you are all aware, with the arrival of these extra people, our rations are going to be stretched. Arrangements have been made for their coupons to be registered with you, Mrs. Jones, and you, Mr. Smith. Oh, now where did I put that letter? Oh dear, I must have left it in my office. I won't miss.
Hello, Spike. Have you seen my Sid?
On my way now. Been trying to dodge old stuffy drawers.
She's gone, does she?
Manage. Well, Mrs. Phillips, 3 doors down, went to see her for something or other, and said her cabinet was well equipped.
Well, she didn't get it from me. I'm far too common for her. Yeah, I got some new underwear yesterday.
Ooh.
Well, they were new to me. Straight up. Now, would I lie to you? You know me, I don't tell big lies. What's the point when small ones are just as effective?
Oh, you're a rum one, you are.
Come on, Mrs. L. A bachelor's life is no life for a single man.
Don't you let your Joyce hear you say that.
Do you know what she said to me? She said I had a dirty mind. I told her that's probably because I don't change it as often as you do.
You never learn. Thought he joined up to get away from her.
Not me, mate. I live every day as though it were my last. You never know, one day I'll be right. And...
Silent war.
But I've got my own private war. Been married for 30 years and besides, they won't have me on account of my putrid tubercle bacillus in the sac-like respiratory organ situated within my thorax.
Huh?
What?
Commonly known as TB.
Oh!
And hear us thinking he was bone idle.
Like I said, I live every day as though it were my last. And one day I will be right. Now tell your Sid I'll pick up those extra greens by tomorrow night. I've got a nice little deal going on.
Will do. Here, Spike, is that right you're doing the honours at the dance on Friday night?
Certainly am. Got me best whistle and flute and a new ding-dong, especially
Well,
for the occasion.
I think Sid and me might just pop along then.
Oh,
Fancy a preview, Mrs. L?
Don't mind if I do.
What's in it for me? If I was to help you, if I was in danger, would you do the same too? If I lent a helping hand, what follows is concern. Would I get a word of thanks or a smile in return? If you were in trouble, I would help you out. If you need a friend, all you have to do is shout. No matter what you do, I'll be there, that's my guarantee. One good turn deserves another, so what's in it for me? Don't break promises you made. Life should be harmonious with some give and take. Friendships can be broken by a spiteful face. Arguments might disappear if you could see by trading place. If you were in trouble, I would help you out. If you need a friend, all you have to do is shout. No matter what you do, I'll be there, that's my guarantee. One good turn deserves another, so what's in it for me?
Look out. Mrs. Eileen Charge is on her way. She doesn't look too pleased.
Sorry I took so long. I got back just in time to save the late Mr. Brown's prize rose garden. They were only going to dig it up and replace it with marrows.
Oh no, never marrows.
This dig for victory is taking things too far.
We all have to do our bit, Mrs. Brown.
I'm only too aware of that, Mrs. Peters, so I have made them compromise. They may plant their cabbages and sweets in between the Duchess de Montebello and the Baron de Vassonere. I have already given up my croquet lawn to potatoes and my beloved tennis court to erect a large greenhouse. There is only so much one can take. Marrows, of all things.
Oh, I've brought this extra bag of sweeties for the children. And with the extra coupons we collected, I managed to throw in a biscuit too.
Thank you. I'm sure they'll love that. From my list here, we're expecting 2 families. One Mrs. Young with her son and daughter, Mrs. Phillips with 2 grandchildren, and a dozen or so children from Hackney in London.
I do hope they've had an opportunity to have a bath this time. Do you remember the last of the children we had? I used up all my soap rations for 2 weeks. I swear they're hibernate of fleas. In the end, it took some of Mrs. Smith's, the vet's disinfectant to kill them. The fleas, that is.
Should have done what we did. Closed them down in the sheep dip pen. Our Bill and Ed had a whale of a time. Sheep weren't too pleased, mind.
One of the perks of having a farm, Mrs. Larkin.
Yes, well, it's a good job it was summer and warm weather. Had it been the winter, what with the coal in such short supply?
You know what you could have done? What? Warmed them up with some of your slow gin.
Oh, no. Not the slow. Do you remember what happened to Roland Thomas last Christmas?
Yes.
Mrs. Larkin.
Yes, well, he would drink on an empty stomach. We offered and invited him round to celebrate with one of our special Christmas breakfasts, but he said he had church business to do or something or other.
Blimey, never known anyone to refuse one of your breakfasts.
Set you up for the day.
More like a week.
Well, at least it's the blandest stomach. Can we expect to see you for Sunday breakfast, Reverend?
Well, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
Yes, you come to us a couple of hours before morning service on Sunday.
Now we can all go to church together.
Oh, yes, Vicar.
Now then, I thought I would take Mrs. Young from her too. Mr. Bunton, I thought you might take Mrs. Phillips, seeing as you have that lovely old stable block. This way, Scottish.
Okay, and now I start it.
This way, come on, quickly.
Oh, he's got nits. Ew.
Oh, they're so sweet.
He's got nits.
Oh, never mind.
Ew.
I've got some sheep.
Are we all here? Just about. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mrs. Brown. I'm the billeting officer, and it is my job to make sure that all your needs are catered for, and to make sure everything runs smoothly. Now, I thought we would have a little sing-song while we get things organised. Mrs. Larkin, if you would do the honours.
Yes, Mrs. Brown.
Standing on the platform of a crowded London station, mothers cried in their handkerchiefs just like the rest of our nation. Their families, they guided them, their faces were forlorn. The train spilled smoke into the air. When it cleared, they'd all gone. We had to leave and say goodbye to everyone we know. They say we'd have a new home now, but we didn't want to go. They packed us in a metal tin towards a new terrain. We'd no idea if we'd ever see our families again. Looking through the windows with the images all swirled, they didn't recognize a thing. It was like a different world. The engine kept on churning out the same unhappy drone. They made their way to a strange place. They'd never been so alone. We've had to leave and say goodbye to everyone we know. They say we'd have a new home now, but we didn't want to go. They packed us in a metal tin towards a new terrain. We'd no idea if we'd ever see our families again. They had to leave and say goodbye to everyone we know. They say we'd have a new home now, but we didn't want to go. They packed us in a metal tin towards a new terrain. We'd no idea if we'd ever see our families again. We'd no idea if we'd ever see our families again.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello, it's me, Teddy here. We hope you've enjoyed the first part of our show. There will now be a 15-minute interval. The bar is now open. Please take a look at our album on sale in the foyer. It's ever so good. See you later. Bye.
Get off the counter!
James, where are my clothes?
I haven't touched your clothes.
I know you think I locked you in the toilet, but honestly, I didn't. It was the little one. Now, where are my clothes? Because I really can't keep going on stage like this.
No, I don't know where your clothes are. What are they?
They look like my clothes. I'll have them back. No, I will. I need them back. No, I need them back, Teddy. Why? Do I need to say any more? Give me the clothes. You introduce the next act while I get my clothes. Give me the clothes!
Ladies and gentlemen, the pub scene.
There now follows the first of 2 excerpts from the best-selling novel Marriage Guidance by Mistakes and Mishaps.
All right, Sid, usual.
Why not? Don't mind if I do. Here, did you give your missus that talk on economy like I told you?
Yeah, I did.
And?
I've got to pack up smoking.
Do you know there are only 3 things that women understand? Money, money, and money. My missus, she asked me for 20 quid on Monday. Yeah. Again on Tuesday. And blow me, again on Wednesday. Same thing every week.
What's she do with all that money?
Don't know, I'll never give it to her.
My missus always has her own way.
Yeah, right.
She even writes her diary a month ahead.
How long have you been wearing that corset for now?
Oh, ever since the missus found it in the car. You see this? This is what I call a glancing blow.
How's that?
My missus caught me glancing at blonde bit 2 doors down. Here, Sid. How is it a woman can spot a blonde hair on a bloke's coat, but yet miss a garage doors?
You got me, mate. I had an argument with my missus the other week. Yep. I threatened to join the Foreign Legion.
What'd she say?
Her exact words were, "Don't come back here traipsing sand all through the house."
Oh, Harry's the lucky one. His missus is a complete angel.
Yeah, he's lucky, all right. Mine's still alive.
Yeah, last time I was late home, Rita was standing behind the door with a rolling pin in her, and I said, "What are you doing up baking this time of night?"
Come off it. You're the typical henpecked, weak-spined husband.
You wouldn't say that if the missus was here. Come. Oh, dear.
I've come to a conclusion. There are only 2 reasons why men stay in a pub all night. First, either they've got no wives to go home to, or second, they do.
My old dad said once, a marriage certificate is another name for a work permit.
My dad said to me, when a man holds a woman's hand before marriage, it was in love. And when he holds it after marriage, it's in self-defence.
What was that old Uncle Bert used to say? That's it. In the first year of marriage, the man speaks and the wife listens. In the second year of marriage, the wife speaks and the man listens. In the third year of marriage, they both speak and the neighbour would listen.
I love being married, me. It's so nice to find the one person you want to annoy for the rest of your life.
Here, did you hear about Ernie?
No?
He missed 2 maintenance payments as his wife repossessed him.
Do you know, you don't know the true value of a woman's love until you have to pay maintenance. Time for another?
Yeah, why not?
Hey, Mikey, look at this. Look. It says here, everything we say in the whole show is scripted.
What, even us improvising now is scripted?
Yeah, even us improvising now.
So, even with it saying here that there's going to be a man walk on wearing a chicken suit or a bird suit.
You're supposed to be wearing it.
What? I'm not a man. Thank you. And 2, 3 more pasta.
Right. Well, I've had enough of this.
Oh, you were supposed to say we have our team drama, the birthday scene. Oh, everything's scripted.
What a gorgeous day. It's always better having a kids' party when the weather's good enough to have it in the garden.
You're not wrong there. Besides, you never have got a bouncy castle on land. Oh, I don't think they're like these.
Really? You're right. They're far too nice for the kids. Best leave them in here with us.
Besides, they might choke on the bit. Oh, hey, look at this. May contain nuts. That's far too dangerous.
Hi girls, not late am I? These are my own special recipe. My George loves my trifle.
After the last time, I'm surprised you still let him have it.
Yeah, that custard had set rock hard by the time we got home. I had to cut it out of my Kirsty's hair.
I did make him say sorry. He won't do it again.
Poor kid. She was blowing hundreds and thousands out of her nose for days afterwards. No, we can't risk it. She's frightened of them now.
I'll just put the crisp on, shall I?
Okay.
You can't mix them.
Why not?
Because not all of them like both flavours. And besides, fruit prawn cocktail always brings the twins out in a rush.
Sorry, I forgot. I know, I can sort them out again. What?
They can't have those after you've been licking them. At least not until you finish. The antibiotics in your mouth ulcer.
Let's just throw the jug of squash away too. I had a swig to see if it's too strong.
Oh God, that's already on the table.
How's your hand now, Jane? That was a nasty bite.
Oh, much better, thanks. I left the dressing off as the scab's just about ready to fall off. Look! Well, it was there a minute ago when I was sorting out the crisps. Just as though I'm not having those, hey?
So, you got no trifle, no biscuits, and no crisps.
Look on the bright side. There's still sandwiches.
Where are they?
Oh, I put them out earlier.
What sort did you make?
Ham, lettuce and mayonnaise, cheese and Marmite, egg and cress.
Great. My Brit needs a vegetarian. She hates Marmite, and eggs have an unfortunate effect. Wind-wise.
Why are the kids crying?
Well, your cat decided to bring a little something to the party.
How do you mean?
Have a look for yourself. There's a headless pigeon on the table, there's feathers everywhere, and the only part of the poor creature that the cat ate, he's just thrown up. All over the sandwiches.
So, we got no biscuits, no trifle, no crisps, and no sandwiches. Ah, blanche?
No. Cake mix.
I really don't think today could get any worse.
Sue, you did say you made a cake, didn't you?
Yes. Why?
How many?
Just the one, of course. They're the candles that's on it. Oh,
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we have got a treat for you this evening. Me and James are going to sing you a little number.
What? No one told me about this.
James, like you said in the last scene, everything is scripted. So, ladies and gentlemen, me and James will now perform to you...
Can't See Me Now.
It's funny what happens walking down the street. I look at all the people and I wonder, what would I say if we were to meet? My smile would be open, my gestures sincere. My words would be encouraging and pleasing to the ear. They'll shake my hand quite firmly in a generous sort of way. They'll listen quite intently to what I have to say. They'll ask how I was doing and I'd say just fine. And we'd agree to do it again if we could find the time. They'll say we'll see you later, but that puzzles me somehow. How can they see me later when they can't see me now? See? I told you knew it.
Okay. Next up, we've seen what the husbands get up to in the pub. Now let's see what the wives do in the kitchen.
There now follows the second of two excerpts from the best-selling novel Marriage Guidance by Mistakes and Mishaps.
Come in, Mavis. Sit down. There's a brew in the pot. Oh, lovely. I could do with this, do you know, I'm that parched.
How did the party go at the weekend? Didn't hear much about it.
Yes, well, I told Sid that if it was an adult party, we would leave it that way, which is more than can be said for her at number 2.
I know. Give your husband enough rope and he'll skip.
Listen, Rita, I can only tell you this once. I promise not to repeat it. Did you know that her at number 2, she covers her face in mud and wears hair curlers?
No. I don't know why she bothers. We can still tell it to her.
You'll never guess what she said to me. Only that her husband had run off with my best friend.
Pinhead, who was it?
I don't know, never met her.
She's always moaning at him. I said to her, If you're that fed up with him, why don't you leave him?
You never did. What did she say?
She said she would if she could find a way of doing it without making him happy.
Yes, well, now he's gone and done it. Probably gone and joined the Foreign Legion.
I told her marriage is based on trust and understanding.
Trouble is, she didn't trust him, he didn't understand her.
I'm not in the least bit surprised. She told me she thought he was having an affair.
No.
And when I asked her what made her suspicious, she said her last child didn't resemble him in the least.
Well, what do you expect?
Mavis, do you think it's possible for a man to make a fool of himself without even knowing it?
Not if he has a wife, no. I mean, my Sid wears the trousers in our family, but I tell him which pair to wear. How is your Bob?
Compared to what?
Oh, no. Rita, you know what I mean. Only my Sid come home the other night and he told me he's been sacked. After 40 years of doing the same job, week in, week out, he's been made redundant. He's been replaced by an electronic gadget about the size of a torch. And what's more, it can do everything he can do and do it better, and it never wears out.
Oh, Mavis, what did you say?
Nothing. I went out to see if I could get one. Oh, we'll be all right. My motto is never let life get you down. When one door closes, another one slams in your face. Life is to be enjoyed, Rita. We never get out of it alive.
That's very true, Mavis. The only problem is, by the time we're rich enough to eat, drink and be merry, the doctor limits us to a glass of milk.
Doctors? Doctors? Don't you talk to me about doctors. Do you know what mine said to me? He only wants to go and change my pills. He reckons they are habit-forming. I told him not to talk such rubbish. I've been taking them for years.
Is that you, Doctor? I had to go and see him the other day. I was feeling right run down and tired.
Oh, Rita?
He told me the remedy was whatever I was doing to stop doing it.
Hasn't got a clue.
More tea?
Oh, lovely. Hobnob.
Now, how about that, James? Now we know what our wives get up to.
What's that then?
Drink tea and moan about us.
Don't let your missus hear you say that.
Ah, it's all right. She can't see me now.
Well, what's next then, Mike?
Well, next we have a huge treat for you guys. How many of you here remember the 80s? Oh, quite a few of you then. So, if I said to you 80 songs, throw a few at me, a few 80 songs. Hey, Mickey? Well, thank you. Any more? Chaz and Dave? Chaz and Dave? Really? God. Any more? Living on a Prayer? That was a good one. Any more? I Want to Break Free by Queen. That's a good one. Boy George? Which song by Boy George? You're George, are you? Ah, well, hello, George. I'm Michael. Right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have an 80s tribute now. So, if you know the songs, sing along. If you don't know the songs, we'll have a go anyway. I've got to go get ready, as he's already done.
Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Lavender Hill Theatre Company proudly presents a tribute to the 1980s.
1980.
I picked you out, I shook you
When you wanna come
about me. I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Tell me your troubles and doubts, giving me everything, inside and out. And love's strange, so real in the dark. Think of the tender things that we were working on. Slow change may pull us apart. When the light gets into your heart, baby, don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me.
Here she comes down singing moaning, moaning. Shoot me down, turn around, come on, moaning. Hey, she give me love and I feel alright now. You gotta dance, dance, and feel alright, and I feel alright. I said yeah, 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 yeah. She make me feel so good, so good, so fine, so fine, so fine. It's alright. It's alright. I said yeah, yeah, yeah.
so many of you lovely people here today, and we would especially like to welcome all the representatives of King's Lynn who have chosen to join us here in the Corn Exchange at this time. We do sincerely hope that you've all enjoyed the show, and please remember people that no matter who you are and what you do to live, thrive and survive, there are still some things that make us all the same. You, me, them, everybody.
I need you.
many of you lovely people here today, and we would especially like to welcome all the representatives of King's Lynn who've chosen to join us here in the coin exchange at this time. We do sincerely hope that you've all enjoyed the show, and please remember people that no matter who you are and what you do to live, thrive and survive, there are still some things that make us all the same. You, me, them, everybody.